Welcome to Spirit Journey. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely freaking beautiful. All of that. I can't see it worth this shit trying to look through this phone, but I can look over there and see it. It is absolutely freaking gorgeous. Hang on a second. Hang on. All right. Man, y'all notice the light that we get to wake up to? Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. That's the motivation right there. That's the source, the fuel. You gotta breathe it in. Know that beautiful light that you're seeing, that crests the horizon every morning, permeates creation every day. That light is filling every single breath that you take. It's the story of the union between heaven and earth, the celestial bodies with the planetary bodies, the beautiful garden. Breathe it in. You just express it throughout your whole body. It uplifts your mood. It uplifts your energy. It reminds you that you are directly connected to the Creator. It helps ground you into creation so you walk forward with respect. Respect to creation. Start noticing the life around you. Try not to be so quick to judge other people because everybody's lives are filled with emotional turmoil. Everybody's trying to figure out how to balance all the craziness, but still get along in the world. And it's not easy to do. And it can become easy if everybody expresses compassion. Just embody it within self and then know that everyone else needs it. And the ones that are losing to the hostility and it's overwhelming them, that's where you just, ground into that compassion and go, man, I know that feeling, it really sucks. But don't get pulled into it, just be compassionate, patient, shift directions, or if it's a friend, help them through it best you can within reason. Nobody wants to unload, all the depths of their traumas to other people, but, they'll at least give the highlights, whatever it's going to be, whatever paints them in a better light, because nobody likes to be judged and viewed horribly by, other people that they have to be around. It's just a reality of life. Everybody that feels that way might think that they're different or whatever. They ain't. Just like everybody else trying to get through this world. But it's up to us. It's up to the little people, the common people, however you want to view that. The workforce. It's up to all of us to embrace those things like patience and compassion. That way we all help one another move forward by getting the hell out of each other's way, because ultimately that's what happens. The workforce gets stressed out by all the external obligations, and then we start hounding each other and being on each other's backs, giving each other a hard time, fucking with each other's heads, and making life harder for the workforce. And that's what has to stop. That's why they've always wanted the workforce to be the least educated out of everyone. Out of all societies, the blue collar workforce, ones that sweat equity into this garden, which means the most to the Creator, by the way. Sweat equity. That's what means the most to this garden. The organic mother of all life. She feels your sweat equity. It's you can go deep with that, man. It's that's all organic DNA. It's genetic light. It's your genetic light that you're putting into the creation. That's what makes the most difference in the world. Sweat equity. What you put into your life. It's a beautiful thing, and it can help everybody if everybody just notice it. Whenever you notice that the light you're surrounded by, the reflections, everything you see, all of that is the creation. Creator right here with you, right here with all of us in every breath. It's consciousness, living light. It's beautiful. Sparate, the holy breath. Spirit, it's what it means. It's the origin of the word. The Holy Spirit, it's the breath, the holy breath of the living light of consciousness that we all breathe. And it's a beautiful thing, but it simply takes your intentions, one's own intentions, one's own motivations, and when you amplify the life force, or Kundalini, however you look at it, you amplify that energy flow, it amplifies those intentions, those motivations. So if you're in a dark place, it'll make you go darker. If you're in a place seeking light, man, it'll make that light bright. So it's all about free will, you know. Don't let the authorities like authority figures, you know, those that decided what they wanted people to believe long ago. Yeah, because people used to live with nature like nature. You know, they had their own way, their own little social order, but, you know, for the most part, you know, they lived with nature by nature, and they were tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to nature, the movements and momentums of everything around them. They could migrate like the other animals. They knew which way to go because they're tapped in to that core of self, that divine light, the divine spark that's directly from the Creator. It tells all the birds when to migrate. It tells all the animals what to do. It tells them when storms are coming. It tells them when they need to prepare. It tells them when they need to move. You know, all that good stuff. It's the chaos of mankind that jumps in there and screws it all up. It's like, you watch the spastic squirrels, you know, everybody, we think they're just total nuts because, you know, they'll try to cross the road 5 different times, you know, with a vehicle coming at them. But you're just simply witnessing a beautiful little life form that's becoming overwhelmed and consumed by a state of panic, causing confusion within its resonance. So it's disresonating to its natural way of life. That panic then manifests in not knowing which way to go, not knowing what to do, because it's suddenly overwhelmed in a survival state of being. That's what's happened to mankind. Mankind was captured long ago, domesticated like animals, re-educated with different values of what to believe, what not to believe, and the divine connection severed. And then people becoming just dependent on higher educated authority figures that were harnessing a workforce. They become dependent on those authority figures for their food, for their shelter, for their warmth, for their total well-being, the safety of their families. So in order to protect those survival necessities, then mankind had to bend to the will of authority figures instead of flowing along with the will of the Creator, the creative forces, the Great Spirit. That's, in a nutshell, that's basically what happened to humanity and caused us to live in such an inorganic, unnatural way, create unnatural environments, manifest our finances by having to serve jobs that are all created in the foundations of destructive forces, destroying the natural world and creating unnatural things in it. So we can drive on it, stomp on it, and continue being disconnected and not caring about it. But anyway, yeah, nature always comes back. It's a matter of what level of force her children have to bear in order to regain that connection. But she will get the attention of her kids. She always does. So anyway, yeah, peace, y'all. Remember that divine connection. One love, one light. Later.